174 pounds. It's 1 versus 2. Top-ranked Gavin out of Pittsburgh against Matt Stolpinski of Navy. These two guys have never wrestled before,
which is neat to see because they don't know each other that well. Be interested to see if they can open up and hit some different techniques. This is where Pitt likes to be. Keith Gavin from the University of Pittsburgh, he likes to be in that 2-on-1, and he's controlled the tie so far. He's almost come down. See, he's keeping a foot in there. He's trying to pull him back in. He's not going to get it.
Stolpinski, 44 victories last year, tying Navy's single-season record. He was 4th at the NCAAs. And Gavin rocketed to the NCAA final where he fell to Ben Askren. Askren had pinned him twice in the regular season, but Gavin got the first takedown of the NCAA final. Everybody's thinking, whoa, maybe we've got an upset, but Askren took care of business.
Indeed, he did, but Gavin really improved tremendously. As you know, Jason comes from your area, Pennsylvania, and he was a good high school wrestler, but not a great one. He just kept improving and improving and improving, and he did a nice job of getting a takedown right there.
He picks up 2 for the takedown. 5th-year senior out of Factoryville in Pennsylvania, went to Lackawanna Trail, and he was never a state champion in Pennsylvania in a wrestling-rich state. 3rd and 7th his best finishes, but he's a perfect example, kind of what you like to see sometimes. Late bloomer, keeps working at it, and it pays off here during college.
It happens a lot. Not everybody's at their maximum maturity when they're 16, 17 years old. Some kids just keep growing and getting better, especially in the upper weight classes. I believe, and you could probably attest to, Gavin was a middleweight in high school, and now he's an upper middleweight. He's put on about 20 pounds of muscle, and he's just gotten more agile, and basically his coordination and techniques caught up with his body. Tough on top too. He's got that good 2-on-1 on his feet, but he's leechy on top. We've seen a lot of crab rides tonight. There it is. That's the move that Donahoe and Ness tried on each other. While he's running the half, Stolpinski's going to be too strong for this. Now, Stolpinski's been good all along. He's a New England star. You don't see a lot of stars coming out of New England, but he had a great career in high school and chose to go to the U.S. Naval Academy, a great student, serious scholar. A lot of these guys are up down the line tonight. Some of the best wrestlers are very serious students. Stolpinski's a great example.
And Stolpinski, as you mentioned, out of Westfield, Massachusetts. After high school, he actually spent a year training at the U.S. Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs with some of the 2004 Olympians, so has that experience as well, and he's the first Navy man here at the All-Star Classic since Mark Connolly back in 2002.
Yep, he's really stepped it up, and that was a big developmental year for him. You can't redshirt at the Naval Academy, so it proved to be a redshirt year, and he did improve a great deal. Coming out of New England's not easy, so he got a good year under his belt, and he's been one of the leaders of the Naval Academy program ever since.
Gavin just kind of cuts him loose, so Stolpinski gets the point for the escape, making it 2-1 here in the first.
Yeah, we got a good match here. You know, the U.S. Marines sponsor this event. They're really big supporters of wrestling. They recruit a lot of wrestlers. A lot of wrestlers are in the military. And there's Marines that are in the corner right now of the whole match. They've been honorary coaches. Well, I noticed the Marine in Stolpinski's corner getting a little more excited for this match. Truly, they were bonding. He was talking to him, getting him pumped up. It's got to be exciting for the Marines to see a U.S. Naval Academy representative out here against all these big-time schools competing.
Lance Corporal Courtney Myers on one side, Sergeant Matt Goodman as well, helping out here, serving as honorary captains for these wrestling sides here. This event sponsored by the United States Marine Corps. 2-1, Gavin still holding on to the win with a lead at this point in the second period. He'd like the victory if he can hold it up through 3 periods.
Wow, another crab. He is leechy on top. He's got the tight waist and half, tight waist and claw. He's really being aggressive on top. Oh, now I start talking. He lets him go. He looked like he was so close to getting something going. He just decided to let him go. Oh, because he was warned for stalling. I didn't see the warning. So he got warned for stalling. I thought he was trying to turn him.
2-2 the score here.
Same takedown as earlier. Nice counterattacking. See, just shooting the shoot's no good. Stolpinski didn't have a very good setup there, and he's going to struggle now. Now, you look for Gavin to be aggressive, though. He's been warned for stalling. He doesn't want to give a point, so he's going to have to get off to the side, as you see him doing. He's got a near wrist hold now. Very tough hold on top.
And he's starting to pile up some riding time, now hitting the 2-minute mark. Looking maybe to earn a bonus point at the end of this match if he's got a minute or more when we are through. Stalemate the call. They'll head back to the center of the mat. And here's another look at the second of Gavin's 2 takedowns so far.
Pretty agile big man. Look at the quick spin. He laces his left leg inside. That's a nice job. Very quick. Let's see if he keeps working on top. His roommate at Pitt, Matt Coker, is an All-American last year at 157, and he's really tough on top as well, and they wrestle a lot together. I see Gavin improving, and he's got that wrist ride. This is something Coker's good at, the wrist rides, and that's something we saw Griffin do earlier to ice the match off with his opponent from Oklahoma State, Nathan Morgan.
So another escape for Stolpinski makes it 4-3. 20 seconds left to go in the second.
Stolpinski's still in the match, but he can't just shoot in. He's given up 2 go-behinds. He's got to pound on Gavin's head more. He's got to use his strength to move Gavin. That's one of Gavin's moves, the inside trip. He likes a lot. He does it usually off a 2-on-1.
Only thing wrong with it was it was out of bounds.
Too far out of bounds. See, he tries to drag his foot, though. See that? Boy, they get way out of bounds, don't they?
5 seconds.
Final couple of seconds, and we stay at 4-3. Gavin leading, and Pittsburgh on top of Navy at this point. Stolpinski will choose top. He would like to work off some of the riding time here. A 2:40 advantage right now for Gavin. And he'll stop the riding time clock as he popped out right away and leads 5-3 after the 1 point for the escape.
See, Stolpinski's got to clear his arm out of there. He's letting Gavin control that arm. Gavin likes that 2-on-1. Now this is Stolpinski's chance. He's got to be heavy hands. He's got to move him and be physical. He's got to wear him down, look for one good explosive takedown. You see Stolpinski's got those big, strong legs. He's quick, but he can't just shoot in. And he's doing good. He's banging. He's pulling. But you can see Gavin's kind of relaxed. He's ready. He's waiting. That was nice. Now he's got to get an angle. Wow, look at that rubber knee. That makes me hurt just looking at it. It's called potentially dangerous. But you know what? Gavin put himself in that position. Stolpinski's there. Look at Gavin. He's flexible. And the referee's got to do his job and call that potentially dangerous because that it is. Now Gavin goes in on a shot. You don't see that much out of Gavin. Stolpinski's leeching on hard. He's going to stalemate it possibly unless Gavin can pop his head up. Gavin needs to raise up. He needs to post a hand, raise up. He looks kind of content in there. Now he's trying to hook a leg. If he can get that leg hook, he might get it. This is not where Stolpinski wants to be, though.
Yeah, Stolpinski has bigger problems. Down 2 and a point for riding time coming up, and now 2 for the takedown for Gavin, who may have put it away here in the third.
Yeah, 3 takedowns for Gavin. Did a good job. Showed strength in all 3 positions. Very impressive performance for defending national runner-up, Keith Gavin.
Stolpinski gets a point for the escape to make it 7-4, but again, Gavin with the upper hand and riding time in his back pocket. He had the bonus point. It's an 8-4 victory for Pittsburgh's 5th-year senior, Keith Gavin, out of Factoryville, Pennsylvania. Gavin gets the W here over Matt Stolpinski of Navy. So for the second time tonight in our #1 versus #2 showdowns, the #1 ranked wrestler ends up #1. Will it happen again in our next weight class at 184? Because it's